Hey guys, it's Vanessa. So today I've got another video for you guys, but it's a little bit of a different video. Um, it's not a book or movie, TV show type of video like I usually do. Um, this one's more of a back to school, going to college tips type of video. And so I know around this time it's fall, so around this time is when a lot of us are going back to school, getting back into the rhythm of things, and either you're going back soon or you've been back for a while or you're just going back this week or whatever. But I just thought I'd make this video with some tips and tricks for college, and doesn't matter if you're an incoming freshman going to college for the first time or you're a senior, doesn't matter. These tips work for any year that you're in college. And so my first tip that I have for you guys is find your classes early. So a week before classes start, find where your classes are going to be. Because if you're anything like me, you suck at directions and you get lost very, very easily. Which, when I went to ASU as an undergrad my freshman year, I thought I would never find my classes because the campus was huge and I was like, I have no clue where I'm going. So, find your classes early, map it out on the campus map, find what building you need to get to, and actually go there. Actually walk around the campus a week before class starts and go to each of your class. That way, you know for sure where it is, and hopefully you remember, and which sometimes I didn't, but hopefully you remember where it is. And two, it also gives you a sense of how long it'll take to get to each class. So make sure to do that. Second tip I have regards transportation. So figure out your transportation early. So how are you going to get to campus? Or if you live on campus, how are you going to get to places off campus, around campus? Are you going to use the bus? If so, are you going to buy a yearly bus pass, a semester, like 1 month pass, or a pass for just one semester? How are you going to do that? Or if you have a car and you drive, where are you going to park? Because parking on campus can be very, very expensive. So, figuring out early what your transportation needs are and what are your different options. Tip number 3 is for studying. Figure out your study methods early and what works best for you. What works for you is not going to work for everyone. So figure out how you study, what works best for you. Do you need flashcards when you study? Do you need to rewrite your notes out so it sinks in? When do you need to start studying? Do you start studying the night before, the week before? Do you study a little bit each day after every class? How do you study? Figure out what works best for you and do that. And the next one is a tip for research papers. So you're going to have those papers that are like 10, 15, maybe even 20 pages long. So you do not want to procrastinate when it comes to doing the research for your papers. Okay, trust me, I am a huge procrastinator. And I've done research papers where I've written the whole thing out. I've written a 20-page paper the night before I turn it in. And one, it's just not fun. But two, at least, even though I've written out the whole paper the night before, I did have my research done ahead of time, which helps a lot. Because if you're having to do research and write the paper the night before, that is just not going to work. So make sure you do your research early, and if you're the type of person who uses outlines, make an outline early. So yeah, try not to procrastinate, because all-nighters are not fun. My next tip, what was I on? 4 or 5? I think 5. This also has to do with your research papers. Save your papers in multiple places. I get paranoid about, losing my paper or my computer crashing or whatever. So I always make sure to save in multiple places. I save it on my desktop, on my computer. I save it on a flash drive, and then I save it in my email. I email my paper to myself, and not just the attachment, like I'll attach the paper, but I'll also copy and paste the entire paper and put it in the email, just in case I can't open the attachment on another computer. So yeah, like I said, I'm paranoid about, I don't want to have to write a 20-page paper, then at the last minute, holy crap, I can't print it out, and it's not saved anywhere else for me to access it. So always save it in multiple places. Number 6, I think we're on, is schedule your time. Okay, so when you're in college, you feel like you're away from home, so you've got no parents telling you what to do, when to go to bed, or giving you a curfew or anything like that. So you feel like you have all the time in the world. And so when you feel like you have all the time in the world, that's when it's very, very easy to procrastinate on assignments and papers and things. So I would say schedule your time. Make a schedule, a weekly schedule. Okay, this is what my class is. These are activities that I'm going to be doing throughout the week. And this is when I'll study or do homework or whatever. So scheduling out your time, even if you don't stick to it strictly, it'll still help you. It'll give you sort of an outline of how your week will look. The next one that also goes with scheduling is schedule your classes at the best times for you. Okay, so if you are a night owl like me, do not schedule a class at 7 a.m. in the morning. You are not going to be awake. Your brain is not able to function that early. So that's the beauty of college. You can schedule afternoon classes or night classes or morning classes. So schedule classes at times that work best for you. Okay, if you're a morning person, go ahead and schedule that 7 a.m. class. If you're a night person, schedule a class at 6 p.m. at night. So, schedule it at the times you're most awake and most aware. And then, my next tip is boundaries with the roommates. Talk to your roommate, because you're going to be living with this person. You want to try to get along with them. So talk to your roommate and make sure you guys know each other's boundaries. Make sure you have rules that, each of you can respect. And yeah, just talk to your roommate, create those boundaries, and create that, relationship, to just so that you don't do something that will get on each other's nerves. It's easy when you're not used to living with someone and then you're in a room with someone all the time. It's really easy to get irritated or frustrated with little things that they may do. So talk to your roommate, create boundaries. So yeah. And then my next tip is get involved in clubs and activities. So what do you like to do? And get involved with that. There's so many clubs on campus. I don't know how different college campuses works, but at Arizona State there's so many clubs for everything. There's even a Harry Potter club. So if you love Harry Potter, there's a club for that too. And if there's not a club for something you like, you can always create that club. So get involved, get into clubs and activities. It's a great way to make friends that will last you a long time. And then my next tip would be don't just eat junk food, okay? As tempting as that is, and with all the food that you see on campus, there's a lot of junk food, but don't just eat junk food. You know, throw in some, I'm not a big vegetable person, but every now and then I'll throw in some veggies in. So throw in some veggies into your diet, and don't forget to exercise. A lot of campuses have some sort of fitness center or fitness complex. Take advantage of that and use that, or just go for a walk or whatever. But don't forget exercise, and don't forget to make sure you eat somewhat decently, because the freshman 15 is no joke, and sometimes it's the freshman 20. So definitely be on top of that. And the last tip, bonus tip, I'll give you guys. These are mainly for the book nerds out there, us book lovers. If you are going to live on campus, make sure to bring your favorite books with you. That way, you know, whenever you're bored or you just feel like reading, you have some of your favorite books and it'll remind you of home. So yeah, make sure to bring your favorite books. And that is all I have for the tips today. Let me know, you guys, in the comments down below. Let me know if this was helpful and if you liked it, and if you would be interested in more of these back to school tips type of things. Because I really enjoyed making it. I liked it, and you know, I have other thoughts and ideas for more study tips, more get along with the roommate tips, getting involved in campus tips. So let me know what you guys thought of this, and if you would like to see more of this type of thing. And yeah, I will see you guys next time with another video. Bye.